Can you give us a short pitch? Who are Immunicum?
Well, Immunicum is a company operating and developing treatments for cancer, but with a twist. You know, we use the patient's own immune system to attack and kill the tumor cells. This is a very innovative field in the space of medicine. As a matter of fact, in the same field of development, the two Nobel Prizes this year of medicine received the prizes to award for work done in using the immune system to attack and kill tumor cells.
You have already speaking a little bit about it, but what is the difference between your method and already existing methods?
Well, you know, you have the old approaches, you know, the chemotherapy, they were very toxic, and then you have these new classes of drugs, like the ones the researchers that received the Nobel Prize, that is called checkpoint inhibitors. This is an innovation in the treatment of cancer just in the last 3 to 4 years. But their role is to attack the defenses that the tumor cells create against the patient immune system. We operate in a different way. We are complementary, as a matter of fact. We activate the patient immune system. We make the immune system more stronger and more cells present in the location of the tumor. So we really have a complementary effect with these classes of drugs. There are a lot of other classes being developed at the moment, but we are already quite advanced as we are in phase 2 and really getting results from this phase 2 already next year.
And can you give us an update on your ongoing studies?
Sure. We have at the moment 2 big studies. One we call MARECA, that is in patients with kidney cancer. That is the one that is more advanced. We already finished enrollment patients now in January, and this is 88 patients, so already quite a good number. And this is the one that is going to deliver very important results third quarter 2019, so very important. We are initiating now a big study in 3 different types of cancer: lung cancer, head and neck cancer, and stomach cancer. This one in combination with the classes of drugs that I mentioned earlier, the checkpoint inhibitors that are becoming now the standard of care. In the beginning, it's going to be primarily done in the US. We already received approval from the FDA to initiate the study, and we are still optimistic that we'll be able to enroll the first patient before the end of the year. And that is going to be a very important study, quite big, in very big indications. And it's very important for data and to complement the type of studies that we have. So we have data in kidney cancer, and now we are going to have in lung cancer, head and neck, gastric, and we also have in liver cancer. So quite a diverse number of types of cancers that we are approaching, different classes of drugs, quite a balanced portfolio of studies.
You're currently making a rights issue. How do you plan to use the money?
Well, the rights issue is a part of a bigger capital raise. We are, in fact, raising in total 351 million SEK. We have a directed issue of 178 million, where we secured what I can say quite an important group of institutional investors. We have in the directed issue the AP Fund 4, AP Fund 2, Gladiator, Adrigo, Nordic Cross, Alfred Berg. So quite a very good group of institutional investors. Very important to complement, of course, this fundraising and the rights issue. And now, a total of 173 million. So in total, this amount of money, 350 million, is going to be used to continue with clinical trials. And this will fund the company towards the end of 2021. Also, a significant amount of this money is going to be in developing what we call a commercial process. Very important to try to come to an approval in the market earlier. And also additional preclinical studies. So overall, these investments are going to optimize and increase the value for the company when we enter into discussions with potential partners.
what are the key events for you as a company in 2019?
Well, 2019 is going to be a very important year. We are really going to have a lot of data. So the big one, of course, is the one I mentioned earlier, the results of this phase 2 study, third quarter. It's data that is very important because it's the first study we have with comparative arms, and 88 patients. The study was run in Europe and the US, and a lot of the big pharma companies that we are talking to are waiting for this data. So this is very, very, very important for the company. But in addition, the new study that we are initiating now, we are going to have already data from the safety, and that so far is very good with our product, Elixadencel, and potentially some initial indications of efficacy. And we are also doing additional preclinical studies that we expect to get results next year. We are submitting data for publication, so it's going to be a very full year in terms of important data for Immunicum that can be transformative.
And finally, why do you think Immunicum is a good investment?
Well, I think for different reasons. I think we are a very good investment case because as a company, we are now in a very solid position. During the 2 years that I joined as a CEO, we are now uplisted in the main market. We are raising now a significant amount of money with very good institutional investors that will give us some financial stability for almost 3 years. We are also quite advanced in terms of development. We have data in more than 90 patients. We have data in combination with different classes of drugs, with different types of tumors. We have been putting together quite an experienced team. So we are putting all the pieces in place to really continue driving the value of the company. This capital raise, of course, is going to give us this, allow us to have this focusing, driving value, and we are going to reach quite significant value inflection points in the next 2 to 3 years. And more importantly, already in 2019. So from a perspective of an investment, we have been delivering on everything that we have been promising the market. We are now a very clear strategy and a plan that is being put in place. We have the financing, we have the investors, of great quality. So we have all the pieces in place for an investor to feel comfortable with their investment. And of course, the big return, can happen quite soon with the data already coming next year, and this is such active field in terms of companies being acquired, licensed, that we just ourselves as a company are preparing for that and making sure that if that comes to play, we are in the best position possible to enter into those negotiations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.